What's going on, guys? My name is Darren Media, and today we're going to be talking about selling and how it's the one single most important skill you need to know. If you don't believe me, then you need to watch the rest of this video. Let's jump right into the first question. What is selling? Well, selling is communication, communicating a belief, communicating your way to see things, alright? I've drawn a little drawing here. It all starts with a belief, right? Which then generates a feeling, which will lead to a thought. The thought will eventually lead to an action, and that will give you a result, right? If you can take a person through these steps, share your belief, generate your feeling, emotional transference is a very big thing, right? To be able to sell your version of reality. Give them new thoughts, right? Maybe I should do this. Make them take action. That will lead to a certain result, and all of a sudden you've sold the person. It doesn't have to be a product or a service to make money, right? It could also be if you want to go play football, then you need to introduce a belief that football is fun, for instance, or the belief's already there. They need to generate the feeling that they want to go out because it's sunny or whatever, right? Give them new thoughts. There's a new football field over there. Let's go try it out. Take action. Let's go. You got the result, you're playing football, all right? So selling isn't about making money necessarily. It's all about communicating how you're thinking and what you want to do. And it's different for everyone. You need to be able to match the communication with the people you're talking with as well. So when I filmed the last bit, I actually looked out the window and it was kind of sunny out. And I thought, well, what would be the perfect place to film the next part of this video? Wouldn't it be the football field? Well, now I'm here. What did I do? Well, I sold myself on it, huh? Question number 2. When do we need to sell? When do we need to use this skill that we've learned? Well, first of all, we need to use it when we're getting a new job, right? We need to be able to sell ourselves to a boss. We need to be able to show them that we will be a benefit for them, right? Otherwise, we won't get the job. Very simple, but something you might not think about when you're going to a job interview, that now you're actually in the sales business. You need to sell yourself and sell the idea, the belief that you are the right person for the job, right? Another situation when you might need to sell yourself is in your dating life, right? If you meet a girl or a guy, depending on what you prefer, and you can't show them who you really are, you can't express and communicate something fun, something deep, something whatever you are, if you can't communicate that, you won't keep their interest, right? And you won't get a second date, you won't get a third date, right? So selling yourself is a skill that you'll need in both when you get jobs, in dating life, and even among friends, right? If for instance you want to go take a trampoline park, for instance, you have one friend that loves training and you have one friend that loves to get adrenaline rushes, for instance, and you need to sell both of them because you need 3 people to go there, which means that first you need to sell the guy that loves training. For instance, well, I was bouncing, you tell them a story, when you were bouncing last time, you got sore and muscles you didn't even know existed, right? So it'll be great for your training. And the friend that likes adrenaline rushes, you might say, man, it was so crazy. They had like a foam pit there, you can make back flips, front flips, like flips you never thought, and the feeling you got inside, man, it was so amazing, right? And then you're constructing the story to sell that person, and they will then enjoy the time at the trampoline park with you, right? So this ain't manipulation, it's just being able to communicate what you want to do to different people because they have different needs, and it would be not cool if you couldn't communicate that to them so that they got to enjoy the experience with you, right? Last but not least, most of us sell something daily to earn money, right? You can't really earn money without selling something, but what you sell really varies from person to person. That brings me to the next part, actually. There are only 3 ways to make money in this world, and all of them include selling. First one, sell a product, right? It's pretty given. If you sell a product, you'll earn money. You sell something, your old clothes, you maybe develop a product, you sell it, you'll earn money, right? The second thing is to sell a service, right? You maybe sell that you go do something for someone. You might sell that you're a football trainer. You might sell that you might sell entertainment, right? A service of entertaining people. But the third part is that the thing that most of us do and start out with is to sell our time. Our time on this earth, we sell it to make money, right? The boss that we sell our time to probably sells a product or a service, right? Take my old job, for instance, being an electrician. I sold my time to my boss that sold a service to a company or some building or whatever, right? And then I had to sell my time because after he had made one sell, then he needed time, right? So he bought my time and I worked for the process. And you might say, well, yeah, everyone needs to do this. Obviously, everyone usually needs to start out by doing this, but if you learn how to sell, you won't have to do it for the rest of your life. I believe that sales and discipline go hand in hand, and I feel that training is an amazing way to portray that. So I thought I'd bring you along to go train. Let's jump right in. Hey guys, I'm back home now from training. I hope you enjoyed that little training session I made for you guys. And I just wanted to tell you that I've started now the 1st of April a 90-day challenge, a 90-day transformation challenge. Now when we're all going to be sitting in quarantine, I motivate you guys to maybe try something new. Try to challenge yourself, maybe lose a lot of weight. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go from this to this. Alright, so if you want to see that in 90 days, I'm gonna post that video. Stick around, you know how to do that. And that brings me to my 4th point, actually, about selling. Why everyone should learn the basic skill of selling. Well, if you just look at Trump, all types of world views are explainable and understandable if you know how to communicate them, right? So if you know how to communicate, it doesn't matter how whack the idea is. If it makes sense for you and you're good at communicating, you'll be able to transfer that energy to other people. We all know that Trump, for instance, he's an amazing businessman. And what is needed to be an amazing businessman? Well, you need to be good at selling, communicating, and organizing people to do what you want them to do. And that's exactly what he's done, alright? So he's not only an amazing businessman, he's really good at what he does as well. Now that doesn't mean that his worldview is amazing, but he's good at doing what he's doing, and that's selling his idea and belief. No matter how you make your money, if you have a good idea about doing something or whatever in your family or anything, you need to be able to communicate it in a good way so that other people get inclined to want to join you to do it, right? Brings fun into people's lives. Lastly, in today's day and age where you can build massive followings on social media, we have a virtual reality to just put content on and build massive followings. It's actually the first time in history of the human race that a random person like me or someone else can build a following and actually have a say in society. Before it was just priests and the government and so on, right? So we really need to think about that and see, do we want to keep selling our time for money, like most of us are grown up to believe that you're supposed to do? Or do we see this opportunity and actually understand that learning how to sell is an amazing skill to have, no matter what you want to do in life? That will be all for this video. Just to circle back quickly to the beginning, to what selling is: to share a belief and an idea. If you believe that I've shared my idea to you now and you feel more inclined to learn how to sell, then I believe that you should like this video so that more people can take part of it. Subscribe, obviously, share this video, and until next time, my friends, stay amazing.